Hello everyone, this is Q&A episode 2, so let's go ahead and jump into some questions. First up from Danny Yee, what's your favorite event and what event will you move on to if you ever get bored of your favorite event? Well, right now my favorite event is 3x3, and if I get bored of 3x3, well, I've really been interested in 5x5 recently. Maybe 2x2, but I feel like to be good at that you just need to learn like a lot of algs and EG. I'm not too interested in learning that. Brian Wu asked, do you enjoy the social aspect of cubing or the cubing aspect of cubing? Well, honestly, I enjoy them both. I think going to competitions is a lot of fun for me, and hanging out with people because I don't live around a lot of cubers. I don't get to see the people I see at competitions very often. And I do really enjoy the cubing aspect, but honestly, it's hard to choose. I'd probably say I like them equally. Have you ever felt like quitting cubing? Not really, not yet. I don't see myself quitting anytime soon. I'm gonna try and keep up with it for as long as I can. Alan J asked, what do you think of the Valk M? Do you think it's better than the Valk Power M? I know you guys hate this answer, but I think it comes down to personal preference. I think the best recommendation I could give you, honestly, is to just go try them at a competition. The K18, what are your thoughts on Square 1? I feel like it's, once again, one of those cases where you just need to learn a fair amount of algs to get good at it. And when I learned, I basically just learned the smallest amount of algs you could. One edge flipping alg, one corner swapping alg. See, I don't even know what those steps are called. I sometimes think I want to get really good at it, but then I start looking at the algs and I just don't. Monkey Cubes asked, what cube do you treasure the most? I think the two that are kind of tied for me are these two. So I have the Boron Weilong GTS 2M Angstrom version, just because you can't really buy the Boron and I don't think it's ever going to be available. So just to have this one, it's pretty special to me. But then also we have this one. This is my dad's from the 1980s. So this is like the original 3x3. Once again, that you can't really buy. Nolan asked, is your PB still 624? Yes, my PB is still 624. I haven't broken it, but I have gotten 2 more 6s since then. I got a 6.9 and a 6.7. Both were on the Boron cube. WizCuber asked, do you know how to do 3 blind, and do you know a good tutorial? Well, I kind of know how to. I can do corners, I can do edges, but I've never really like tried it all together, and I just use Old Pachman for both corners and edges. I learned from Noah Arthur's tutorial. He made a really good tutorial for Old Pachman corners and M2 edges. Henry Crawford asked, do you like Brussels sprouts? Of course I like Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are great. Who doesn't love Brussels sprouts? That was not sarcastic, by the way. I do like them. Total Challengers asked, are you going to Nationals or World Championship? I'm definitely going to Nationals in Salt Lake this year, and I might be going to Worlds next year, but I'm not sure yet. Leo Annett asked, how do you think your channel would be different if you lived in California? I see a lot of competitions going on in California, but I haven't really looked at them, and I'm sure they're pretty spaced out, so I'm not sure how many competitions I'd be able to go to. I know in the Maryland area, there are a lot of competitions that I can get to that are pretty close, so I'm able to go to a lot of competitions and do a lot of videos around those competitions. In terms of the unboxings, I probably wouldn't be doing anything different, but I'd probably just be checking out the same cubes. Okay, Alex Kohler, he wants to know, what's your favorite brand of swim pants? I see you copying Liam's question from last Q&A. Probably like Speedo or Dolphin, I don't really care. Answer and I'll be your #1 sub. Alex, I don't even know if you're subscribed to me. I don't think you are. Paul05761 asked, why did you name your channel Lights Camera Cubing? What WCA event do you most dislike? And will I be featured in your next Q&A? You will be featured in my next Q&A. The main reason behind the channel name, I didn't really want to do like DG Cuber because DG Cubes already exist, because my initials are also DG. We're both Daniel G. And especially because I feel like so many people do like XY Cuber names, I didn't want to be redundant. I really don't know where I thought of this, but I was thinking like Lights Camera Action, and then I just changed it to Lights Camera Cubing. And it kind of stuck, and I think it has a good ring to it. Of the events that I do, my least favorite is probably Pyraminx. I just don't like practicing it, it's just not my favorite event. Ocean Cuber asked, what is your 50 free? In yards, it's a 26 something, and that's from a few months ago, so I could probably beat that. In meters, from last summer, it was a 29 something, and I could definitely beat that. KSN Cubed asked, do you cube at school? If so, what do kids think about it? Also, do you play any video games? I do cube at school. I usually bring a cube to school every day. Sometimes I like to practice at lunch, or if I have some free time on the computer, pull up CS Timer, do some virtual solves. Most of my friends are just used to it already, so they just kind of ignore it. And I don't really play that many video games. Last question of the Q&A from Peter Hibble. Do you have any food you hate? Like Derpy hates tomatoes. I'm not too big on squash. If I say I hate sushi, I'll offend so many people though. I don't know about sushi. I haven't really had it, but I'm not big on raw fish. But I like most of the other parts of sushi. Oh, that's what. You know those little square things of seaweed? Tons of salt on it? Ah, I hate those things. All my friends love those little seaweed squares. I think they're just disgusting. Alright guys, so that's all I have for the questions for this month's Q&A. So put all your questions in the comment section. So that's about all I have for this video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye. Oh, also, I thought of one more thing that I hate, and it's Sprite. It's just disgusting. Why would you ever drink Sprite? Imagine Sprite and seaweed as a meal. That would be gross. Alright guys, leave your hate mail in the comments below.